Introduction. Human life is short and different people change their lives in different ways. It doesn't need to be something big to change the way we live. A simple habit or a simple change that we make in our life can change everything. Don't spend time thinking about how you want to change your life. Nobody knows what can change a human being. Any incident, it may be small or big, can change human life in no time. Such incidents are called experiences. They teach us very important lessons for life and makes us become better. This book, Small Habits, Big Results, contains some small ideas and habits that can change your life in no time. The power of small is so huge. Anything that looks so simple can have the power to show impact. Never underestimate the power of small. Even a huge tree is grown from a small seed. The same way, a small change that happens in your life can build you strong. I call them small habits because they take less time or less efforts in use. You can use them instantly. But the important thing is you need to do them every day. You can choose any habit of your choice from the book and grow it in you. You are free to skip any topic that's uninteresting to you and read more on other habits. You can find it in the contents. I advise you to take notes of important things from this book as it will help you feel actionable and active. Don't just do the passive reading. Read, take notes of important points and quotes from the book. The book is divided into three sections. The first section deals with building the right mindset that helps you grow new habits in you. This list also contains habits that help you deal with many things in life. The second section deals with some simple tools, techniques, and experiments that help you grow some valuable habits that improve your life. The third section deals with tools that help you inspire. Without inspiration, it's not possible to change for good. With inspiration, you can start growing yourself by following small habits and you can stay motivated longer without quitting so fast in changing yourself. You're free to go to any section as every section contains different habits. Choose one habit and work on it first and wait for the big results, and these results are based on how effectively you follow the habits. Building yourself is not so easy task, but a worthy one as it makes a difference in your life. Be patient and believe in yourself in every step of your life. Part 1. Mindset. Mindset is everything. A right mindset builds you and a wrong mindset destroys you. With the right mindset, you can improve your life and make better decisions, and with the wrong mindset, you degrade your life and make worse decisions that destroy you. Grow the right mindset and become happy forever. Chapter 1. Stop worrying. The reason why many die soon in vain is worrying every day about everything. Worrying is an emotion that takes away your peace and happiness from your life. Worrying will not comfort you. Worrying destroys your life physically and mentally. If you have worried recently, you would have felt uncomfortable mentally and physically too. Some people even experience headaches, loss of hunger, etc. Worrying not only has mental effects, but also it shows an impact on the physical body too. This degrades your immune system and makes you prone to illness. This is because when you worry, the cortisol, a hormone, increases in your body, which brings your immune system down and makes you prone to even so many diseases. This is proved by several researchers. Worry makes you feel stressed and depressed. Worrying makes you prone to several mental disorders and makes you act in an unusual manner. You may express this on family, friends, or work, and this in turn disturbs your life in all the sectors. You may not experience the effects of worrying at the beginning, but once it comes into play, the results are long term. Most people, when worried, they opt for instant and short time solutions and don't solve the problem. They smoke or drink to free themselves from worrying. Some take naps and some people travel. Some people use their mobiles and some contemplate. The list goes on as different people consider different ways to free themselves from worry. The best way to beat worrying is opting for methods that work long term. We should put these methods into practice every day if you want the results. Take a breath, a deeper one, and continue it every day till you feel free from worry. Meditate, meditate, and just meditate till your mind thinks about nothing. Record everything, your feelings, thoughts, etc., and reflect on them every day. Go on your vacation to spiritual places. Realize that worrying kills you soon and use that energy on your life projects. Read, read, and read intensively till you feel better. Read what's interesting to you. Pray for yourself and pray for others. And this list doesn't end here. Worrying is a very common phenomenon, but modern day living made it an important part of life, and it's taking away our precious time, energy, health, and relationships. Why should we allow worry to win over us when we can control it? Keep yourself productive, learning every day and getting better by learning from every mistake you make. And that's how you make life near to perfection. Chapter 2. Stop making excuses. It's a very short life and don't let excuses win over you. What's stopping you? Is it no time, no money, or your disability, or limited knowledge, or is it your age, How many more excuses are you going to make? Are you going to live all your life making excuses? That's not right. Thomas Alva Edison, the great scientist, is half deaf, and he was being told that he was not a good fit for learning anything at all by his teacher. But he never used it as an excuse. He lost his factory at the age 67 and started again and did not give up at all. Nick Vujicic, the best motivational speaker, was born with phocomelia, the result of which he lacked hands and legs and was told that he could not walk, stand, or move by his doctor. But he tried harder and could succeed and didn't use his disability as an excuse. Helen Keller, an author and political activist, is deaf, blind, and she became great and inspired others and never used her disability as an excuse. J.K. Rowling, the author of popular fantasy series Harry Potter, met with great failure and had no help from anyone at all, and she did not use that situation as an excuse. She used her imagination and became a great author. Abraham Lincoln failed several times in elections and finally became president at age 52. He did not use age as an excuse and tried several times. Wright brothers, who invented the flying machine, had no proper resources or funds but were successful and they did not make an excuse. Colonel Sanders, at age 65, and he had $100 check from Social Security, sold his mother's recipe door to door and built KFC with his efforts. He did not make an excuse of age or money. You have everything you needed. You have the skill. You have time. Importantly, you have your life. Excuses create failures and make you suffer regret in your further life. Now think again before you make any excuses. Life is tough for everyone, but in different ways. If you keep making excuses, you will fail in life. But once you stop making excuses and work on your goals, you'll get great success and become an inspirational person to the entire world. Stop making excuses and start making progress. Chapter 3. Suffering is good. Suffer a little today and suffer a little more every day and suffer so much that you become an expert at handling it. Many of us hate suffering. We all love being comfortable all the time. And we do a lot of things to refrain ourselves from suffering. That's the reason why many of us run away from problems instead of facing them. And believe me, running away from problems makes you weak, but facing and solving them strengthens you and makes you brave and prepares you well to face any adversities in life. The only way to face them is by accepting them as part of your life and even accepting suffering as the outcome at the beginning. Once you can solve them, the suffering becomes a valuable lesson that makes you a different person who is better than yesterday. The main reasons for suffering: expectations. You expect a particular outcome from your work and you don't get it, or you expect something from others and you don't get it. Bad deeds. Your mind may be cunning, but not your heart. The bad work or wrong work you do, even after knowing it's bad and wrong, then your heart can never be at peace and it always makes you suffer. Bad deeds you do brings you a bad life. Lack of skill and confidence. Most people fail in life because of no skills or no confidence. Lack of skills makes you lose confidence and this makes you suffer as you can't do anything properly in life. Fear. Fear is an illusion that we can't see but we can feel. This fear is so evil. If you feed your mind with fear, the results will be horrible. Great suffering is outcome of fear. Addiction. Believe me, some addictions are good, but some are really worse. They make you lose self-control. They control you and make you suffer. Break your addictions before they break you. And this list goes on. Whatever may be the reason for your suffering, if you are suffering, it means something good. You suffer when you take action, and taking action frees your life from clutter. Suffering teaches you some valuable lessons that you are unaware of. Suffering makes you feel pain and pressure in life necessary to become stronger mentally. Handle suffering well and learn from it by realizing that suffering is part of life and it's teaching you something. Expect nothing. Do your best work and the outcome is for sure and accept it. Never commit bad if you know it's bad. Learn and learn as much as possible. And this gives you the confidence to handle situations. Face your fears and never run away from them. Facing them gives you wonderful experiences after you succeed. Suffering is good if you are taking action. If you are idle not doing anything, but just suffering, then it's not good at all. You need to take action right now and solve your suffering and learn from it. Happy suffering. Chapter 4. Being right. I always wondered, how should I be? I always keep wondering how I should be. And the answer is easy. I should be good. No, I should be right. No, I should be. You know, there are good people and bad people, but do you know about the right people? What is better? Is it being good to everyone or is it being right all the time? These questions disturb me all the time, and even the answer choices I have too. I heard people saying all the time, be good, and I never heard people saying, be right, which still surprises me. The more I tried to be good to everyone, the more I lost myself. And sometimes I did bad to be considered as good. And this idea is really strange for me. How can someone be good after they did bad? How can someone be good to everyone all the time? If they are good all the time, they must commit wrong at some point of time, and that makes them bad, not good people. So being good all the time to everyone maybe is becoming bad. And if you are becoming bad by being good, then you must leave being good and take being right in its position. If you want to be good, then you must impress everyone, even who you hate. And impressing is a false thing. You will lose yourself when you try to impress by changing your nature. You must commit all the deeds told by people, and the deeds may be right or wrong. You must do the things you hate to get right judgments from people about you. You would compromise with your morals and values. Once you did so, you're already lost. You must sacrifice your happiness and peace. When you're not you anymore, how can you be happy or peaceful? You would lose self respect. And this list goes on and on, adding your own experiences too. If you want to be right, then you need not impress anyone but just you. You need not do things that are wrong. You only should do things what you like. You would never compromise with your morals and values. In addition, you would inspire others to follow them someday. You would be happy and peaceful. You would be away from judgment by people. You would be respected by many, and in addition, will be hated too by many as you're right. You'll be proud of you. Now you choose what you want to be, being good always and becoming bad soon or later, or being right and gaining respect and honor. Choose always to be right because your whole life depends on it. Whatever the decision may be, as long as you have control over things, you would win in your life. Never get out of control. Be right in a good way, and that makes you a better person. Chapter 5, Challenge Status Quo. I followed systems that were successful, that are too old, and now many people use them, and they lost their value, and then I decided to challenge the status quo. The definition for the status quo is the existing state of affairs, especially regarding social or political issues. The methods and systems that are accepted by many, which are still in use by a majority of people, are part of the status quo. This status quo doesn't work for everyone now. It is because of competition and changing conditions. So there is a necessity of new system, and the innovators need them now for a better future. To build something new, you need to destroy every system that doesn't produce results, and therefore I called it murdering the status quo. This is very important to take a leap and risk everything for something that actually produces the best results. You can see great ideas by many people that changed the fate of the world, and all these people murdered the status quo. Even if you take action now and kill every system that bounds in limits, need to be destroyed, and in its place, the new systems and methods for human progress have to be introduced. Take the education system, and it's too complex and old and prepares many workers than producing more innovators who can change the world into a better place. If we replace the complete system with a new system that supports the modern necessities, it would help many to be the best and get the right skills necessary for their lives. The reasons why people follow the status quo blindly are resistance to change. Change is tough, and so people mostly ignore it. Comfort. They look for comfort than making something better. Fear of risk. They don't want to risk, and therefore they stick to old outdated systems. Remember, not taking any risk is a real risk. Fear of judgment. They fear judgment by the family and society. That's the reason why many want to become doctors, engineers, and other top professionals, but not some other professionals, even though they make you succeed. Inferior mindset. Many people are satisfied with less than they deserve. That's why they are not ready to challenge the status quo. Time consuming process. Challenging status quo and pursuing something new is time consuming process, and they don't want to wait longer. The reasons why you should challenge the status quo are less competition. Very few people are in the process to compete, and you have more chances to succeed. Even if you fail, you would learn some wonderful lessons that will help you in the process of success. Superior feeling. You will enjoy a life that no one is. You will feel superior as you are taking the risk and doing something different from everyone. Producer mindset. You will get a producer mindset instead of consumer mindset, which is still great. You will be in the process of creating better things for the world. Fame and wealth. Once you become successful, you will have unlimited fame and more wealth. People who criticized you at the beginning will come to you for your precious advice. Challenging the status quo is a difficult process, but believe me, you will enjoy the journey. Murder the status quo and take a risk in creating a better system and methods that work well for you, and there is the real meaning of life. Chapter 6. Free yourself from prison. I always lived in this jail knowing the doors are open, and many people live here with me, and I am out as I realized living in a jail is not that interesting, and still many people lived in this jail. Do you know about this jail? Have you heard about it any time? I bet you that most of you know about this jail, and you lived here or still living here. The jail I am speaking about is what would they think jail. Many of you have lived in this jail or still living here. You will be in this jail when you care about what others think, that is, caring others' judgment. What living in this jail teaches you. Follow false systems. Once you live in this jail, you will start following systems in the society that make you sad, staying unsatisfied. You will never get satisfied as long as you care about what others think. Enjoying false happiness. Even if you are happy, that's not true happiness at all. You can't impress everyone, and therefore, how can you be happy trying to impress everyone as you care about their judgment? Acting instead of living. Life is to live to the fullest. It's an opportunity to live better every day. But as you care what others think, you keep acting to get good judgments from people about you. To be a slave to thoughts. You are never free. Your mind always thinks about others before performing any tasks. This makes you the slave to your mind. Not taking risks. You will not take any risks as long as you live in this jail of what others think. Not taking risks make you prone to a real risk in life. Settling with less than you deserve. You are more than what you think, but because of you care for others' judgment, you settle with less than you deserve and lose hope and confidence. Suffering regret. As you don't take any leap for the changeover, you will suffer regret for not taking action in your life. Fear of failure. You learn the fear of failure. You fear people laughing at you when you fail, and therefore you're not ready to start something new, and this kills your dreams and creativity. Boring lifestyle. The more you get habituated to the jail life, the more you lose interest and self control over you. This makes life routine and boring that lacks enthusiasm and hope for a better future. You are living in a cage of what others think. Get out of the cage and save yourself from losing yourself. We always care about what people think. We care even basic things starting from our personal lifestyle that includes dressing, eating habits to top things that include our job, our dream, etc. The more you care about people's judgment, the more you lose yourself. We care about what others think about the way we live. And that's how we mold our life and become slaves to their judgments. The truth to be told, people don't care about you. They have their own life to take care of and worry about. Even if it's like they care, the caring is temporary and they get back to their life sooner or later. If you keep clinging to the thought of what others think, you will hate your life and suffer regret instead of loving your life and enjoying it. The benefits of exiting out of this jail: you will learn from failures and you will try. You will take risks and enjoy its fruits. You will fear nothing or anyone. You enjoy your own company all the time. You will inspire others. You will enjoy life to the fullest. You will enjoy real happiness and have peace. As long as you are enjoying freedom without breaking your responsibilities, you need not care about anyone's judgment. If you look at great and successful people, the most important thing they did is not caring what others think. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Albert Einstein. My suggestion to you is to get out of this jail as soon as possible and live the life you always dreamt of. It's very common people judge you, but it doesn't matter. It's hard at the beginning to live outside this jail, but once you get comfortable outside the jail, you will understand yourself better and enjoy your life to the fullest. Chapter 7. Fall in love with karma. Understanding the karma gives you deep understanding to yourself, and that's how you fall in love with karma. Karma is a spiritual concept which tells that there is an equivalent reaction to every action you perform. No one can escape karma. It meets everyone all the time for their deeds. Good deeds bring good karma and bad deeds bring bad karma, and this is a popularized concept that many believe as they experienced in their lives. Karma is inevitable and nobody can escape it. Many people, especially who are religious, fear karma as it surely gives its way of taste to people by making them experience life as per their deeds. No one wants to be affected by karma, but it still acts upon everyone and everything. Karma balances everything and everyone on this little planet. It's the duty of karma to put things in position and control, and therefore it does its duty all the time. Karma is like a boomerang. It comes back to you with the same force you threw it. Karma is merciless. It doesn't spare anyone. It is very strict for every organism in this living entity. Many people fear it and therefore they hate it, but still they respect it, and that's the power of karma. If you really want to fall in love with karma, you need to understand it so well. That's how you start appreciating it and stop getting scared of it. It's very simple to understand karma. Do good and good returns to you some way or other, and do bad and bad returns to you some way or other. Realizing the above concept and accepting any result in your life makes you ready for a better future. What you need to learn from karma: be merciless when you are doing right. Be disciplined and work on your purpose every day. You need not impress anyone, just perform your duties. Be everywhere by fulfilling your purpose of life and become mortal. Once you understand and follow karma, you will fall in love with it and never regret that pure unconditional love. Always do good deeds and ignore the results, and karma will bring you the good when you are really in need to help you out. Keep loving karma. Chapter 8. Show empathy, not sympathy. Sympathy is about feeling pity and sorrow for someone's misfortune or pain, whereas empathy is about understanding someone's pain and helping them to get away from it. Many of us show sympathy towards others and think of ourselves as ethical creatures. Your compassion will not do anything for others. It doesn't help someone in pain. It only makes you feel pity for them. Showing sympathy is natural and judging them is easy, but what's hard is showing empathy. You must have the courage to show compassion to the one who needs it. Empathy is about understanding others' problems and lending your hand in solving their problems. This way, you not only will help others to overcome their pain and suffering, but also you will make real human connections that matter. I think we all have empathy. We may not have enough courage to display it. Maya Angelou. However, many of us quit showing sympathy and not even trying to help them. It's hard to spend time with others and solve their problems, but if you care, you can spend little time giving them the courage to face the challenge. You need to grow kindness in you. You need to fight others' problems too. And this helps you become mentally healthy and makes you ready to face any such issues. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Plato. To really care about others and show empathy, you need to understand others and their problems better, and you should have a zeal to help them. You need to stop judging them and show your unconditional love for them. This way, you not only can improve others' life but yours too. You need to treat others' problems like yours. This way, you can handle problems in a better way and become so empathetic. If you judge people, you will have no time to love them. Mother Teresa. The first step in empathy is to understand the problem in his or her point of view and then use your method of thinking to produce effective solutions. Putting yourself into others' shoes is the only way to understand others' suffering and then deliver solutions that work well. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb into his skin and walk around in it. Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. If you can use empathy in your life instead of sympathy, you help others grow and you grow into a better person. Instead of saying so sad or I feel terrible for you, start now by saying I know you are going through bad times and don't worry about it. We will fix it together. See both ways and you can understand the effectiveness of empathy for others. Leadership is about empathy. It's about having the ability to relate to and connect with people for the purpose of inspiring and empowering their lives. Oprah Winfrey. Empathy builds secure human connections that are real, and sympathy is all about fake relationships and they don't help anyone. So be empathetic. Chapter 9. The Mind Filter. The problem with most people is they speak more than they listen, and so they speak mostly rubbish. I read somewhere that we have two ears and one mouth for a reason. Two ears symbolize that we need to listen more, and one mouth symbolizes that we need to speak less. But most humans do it the opposite and get into trouble all the time. So I read about this mind filter to control my speech and also to control what I listen to. This filter is made up of 3 rules given by Chanakya, who has a great place in Indian history. I changed it a little for present use. The rules of this filter work on 3 rules. First one, ask if it is true. If it is true, is it good? If it is good, is it necessary? If you answer these 3 questions yes, then you can give or take information or else stop. If you don't use this filter, you will listen to more rubbish along with the necessary which is not good for the mind. So you need to use this filter in this way before speaking. Ask yourself, is it true or a rumor? If it is true, move to the next step or else quit. If it is true, is it good or bad? If it is bad, then ignore it. If it's good, move to the next step. If it is good, is it necessary to share? If yes, go on, or else stop. Even while listening, ask these questions to others, and the process works the same way. By this, you will speak less rubbish and listen to the least rubbish, which makes your brain so healthy. It's a time-consuming process to get habituated, but once you get comfortable with it, you will worry less about everything and also speak less. and this process helps you become wise. An intelligent man knows what to speak. A wise man knows whether to speak or not. A fool knows only speaking, nothing else. So speak less and listen more to positive and necessary all the time to have great mental health and also to become wise. Happy filtering. Chapter 10. Treat life as a drama. Nowadays people are good at acting than living, and that's why they should treat life as a drama. Why it's easy to live life better when you treat life as a drama? This is because in drama, before performing, you need more practice and you need to do a lot of rehearsals. Then you perform your part and mostly you will succeed. But in real life, people don't practice, they don't gain the necessary skills, and which makes them lose confidence. That's how they fail and regret their living. But if they treat their life as a drama, they always need to practice well to perform well. The most important thing is they always would choose the best characters, and that's how they make success possible. Birth is the start of life, and the death is the end of life, and whatever happens between these two is a drama. And it's you who can make the drama more interesting and great or worthless and boring. If you treat even life as a drama, you would spend more time improving yourself, improving skills that are necessary, and finally would succeed for sure. Many people fail in their lives because they don't practice well. They don't gain skills necessary for living, and finally they would meet failure all the time. The benefits of treating life as a drama: you would gain the skills to perform your part well. You would not fear of failure. You would only care about getting better for each performance. You would always choose the best character. You would learn and love more. Life is a drama, and this world is a great stage. William Shakespeare. Therefore, learn the skills you need and make relationships that will make you really happy, and always have good mental health, and this makes your life interesting and great. All the best for your amazing performance. Chapter 11. Kill negativity. Negativity in and around you is a cause of all sadness in you. It brings you physically and mentally down. It exploits your energy and peace. There are several effects of negativity in human life. The negativity you gain will destroy peace and happiness. It makes you desperate. It makes you lose confidence and makes you a failure forever. The topmost reason for bad and wrong mindsets is this negativity. The more negativity you take in, the more you are prone to its effects. There is negativity around you all the time, and mostly you don't have control over it, but you can control the negativity in you. Never allow yourself to take negativity around you into you, as it makes your life disastrous. This quote makes a sense. Ships don't sink because of water around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets in them. Don't let what's happening around you get inside you and weigh you down. Unknown. Even according to science, the negativity brings your immune system down at a rapid rate and makes you suffer chronic stress, which upsets the hormone level balance. It can decrease your lifespan. The modern research found that stress shortens our telomeres and end caps of our DNA strands, which cause us to age so fast. Even other health problems that include heart diseases, digestive disorders, and infections become common for allowing negativity in you. The adverse effects of negativity are: you lose happiness and peace, you lose confidence, your lifespan gets decreased, you lose health, you become desperate, you hate your life, you suffer all the time, and the list goes on. From the list, you can see clearly that the negativity causes great damage to human life and therefore should be taken care of. The ways to control negativity are: first one, be optimistic. Always stay positive in all situations. Don't be moved by any negative instance. Seeing the glass as half empty is more positive than seeing it as half full. Through such a lens, the only choice is to pour more. That is righteous pessimism. Chris Jamie. Some people grumble that roses have thorns. I am grateful that thorns have roses. Alphonse Carr. Second way is meditate. Do meditation every day. Start doing 2 minutes a day. It makes you gain control over the mind. You may not find result at the start, but once you become habituated, you will understand its importance. Always speak positively. Stay in control of what you speak. Try speaking only positively all the time. It's tough at the beginning, but soon it becomes easy. Nobody can motivate himself in a positive direction by continually using negative words. John C. Maxwell. The next way is consume positive content. Always take positive content into your mind. Don't clutter it with wastage. Nowadays, most people accompany themselves with smartphones or the internet all the time. Therefore, make sure you're consuming positive content that makes you feel better. And my advice is not to consume too much even. Negativity is cannibalistic. The more you feed it, the bigger and stronger it grows. Bobby Darnell. Remove negative people. If you're spending more time with people who always are desperate and negative, stay away from them. The same thing is told even by Mahatma Gandhi, that is to stay away from negative people in the following quote: I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. Mahatma Gandhi. Stop letting people who do so little for you control so much of your mind, feelings, and emotions. Will Smith. Adds positive people. You become the one with whom you spend time with. So be wise in choosing the right ones and add them up to your life. Get the right mindset. If you are dictated by rules of people around you, you become a failure. You choose what you want to be and grow the necessary mindset and ignore others. Getting away from negativity and purifying yourself is a slow and time consuming process. But if you are really determined to become optimistic, nothing can stop you. If not, nothing can help you. You choose how you want your life and then proceed. Happy negativity hunting. Chapter 12 789 Rule. Self development is a long term process, and the problem is many quit so fast as they think they need to spend more time in it. But it's not about spending hours every day to improve yourself. It takes one simple step or a method or a habit to change and transform yourself into a better person. It can be simple if you realize it. Everyone wants to become a better person. Failure in becoming so makes you hate your life. This rule I'll share with you is a very simple rule which needs 24 minutes of your time from your 24 hours of your day. This rule helps you to begin self transformation and also helps in accomplishing your goals. It's basically used in 3 steps and make use of it every day until you get comfortable with your habit making and goal accomplishing process. First step, 7 minutes planning. Every day utilize just 7 minutes to plan on your goal or habit. For example, you want to grow a habit and find out all the ways to grow that habit and make a plan for 7 minutes on what you will do on that day to grow that habit you needed. The same way, use it for achieving your goals. Plan for 7 minutes about what steps you will take on that day to reach your goal. An idiot with a plan can beat an intelligent man without a plan. Warren Buffett. Learn the planning process as it plays an important role in gaining success. This way, you will master the planning process and make sure you are planning in a right way and don't overdo it. Step 2, 8 minutes execution. Your plan is ready, and if you don't take action, then it becomes useless. Therefore, for the next 8 minutes, you need to work on your plan every day. Every day work on your habit or goal by taking action just for next 8 minutes after the plan is made. It helps you focus more and act more deeply. This way you spend less time and get more results. Your plan is useless if you don't take any action soon. Make sure you plan your actions in the first step that only takes next 8 minutes of your time to accomplish the task for that day. If you take more time, it's still okay. But using only 8 minutes at the start encourages you to concentrate better and also helps you get started well. Step 3, 9 minutes learning. After execution, you get results of what you did. The results are about how you felt and what you learned from the process or methods you used. Now observe carefully what is the result. Is it worthy? Did I learn anything from my actions? Did I succeed for the day? Do I need to make any more improvements? If yes, how can I make more improvements? And so on. Keep on asking yourself questions and get answers for them and spend at least 9 minutes of your time, and this analysis gives you more knowledge and experience for your own actions, and this knowledge is more powerful and valuable than any other knowledge available. Doing is one step and learning from what you do is a very important step. If you indulge yourself in the habit of learning from your successes and failures, you will never worry or cry for failures. So start using this rule now and see the results soon. This method requires concentration and involvement as the time limit is very less. Once you master it, you will understand the real power of yourself and productivity. At the beginning, you may require more time and it's fine, and don't worry so much about time or anything. At least you are taking action to change or succeed, and you are already better than many who are still stuck in life worrying about what to do with their lives. Happy 789 ruling. Chapter 13, One Powerful Habit. Stay happy all the time for no reason, and this is how you understand happiness. Many people are happy for different reasons. Mostly the happiness they enjoy is temporary. After some time they become sad again. Many enjoyed such temporary happiness as they define their happiness based on what they get. Sometimes it may be money or maybe property or maybe a person they got, and that's how they got happy. There is no need for any reason to be happy. You can be happy all the time. If happiness fills your life with positivity and true energy, then you need to be happy all the time without any more thinking. This way you enjoy life than suffering it. Be happy for no reason, and that's how you understand happiness. If you can't be happy for no reason, then find out what makes you happy. Find the most important reason that makes you happy forever and get that happiness. Different people dream of different things. Find out one thing what really makes you happy. Once you find and pursue it, you will be happy forever. Find what makes you happy and you'll never become sad again. The benefits of staying happy for no reason are: it's easy to control your bad emotions and feelings, as you can become happy whenever you want. Self control is possible. You'll never get so angry, as you always stay happy and therefore never hurts others. You stop reacting too much to situations as you decided to stay happy for no reason. You'll have more happy moments and less or nil sad moments. You will not care others' judgment or opinion. You gain mental stability. You look at the things in a right perception. You worry less and stay happy longer. You get healthy mind and healthy body and many more benefits. Just try staying happy mentally in all the situations. Be happy for no reason, and this way, in no time, you will see yourself as a different and better version of yourself. Start implementing this for one day, and then 1 week, and then for a month, and then quarterly, and then half yearly. Soon, this way, happiness becomes a habit, and you enjoy life without complaining anymore. Happy Happiness Challenge. Chapter 14, Power of Solitude. Solitude is a great companion that enables you to meet you and helps you understand yourself so well. Most people confuse between solitude and loneliness. They both are two different things. Loneliness makes you feel alone and it's a self destructor. Solitude, on the other hand, won't make you feel alone and helps you in self awareness. Solitude is a way of finding the real you. It enables us to rejuvenate our internal energy and power. It frees us from a weak mindset. Solitude is all about spending time alone to contemplate and understand yourself better. It gives you time to think and judge about yourself. It frees you from others' judgment. I think it's very healthy to spend time alone. You need to know how to be alone and not to be defined by another person. Oscar Wilde. Solitude transforms your mind into a powerful machine that can do wonders. Most people spend time alone to take important decisions, and these decisions are more effective. Once you understand the power of solitude, you will keep taking the companionship of it again and again, as it is so good at making oneself a better person. It has much transformative power. The more powerful and original a mind, the more it will incline towards a religion of solitude. Aldous Huxley. The world is becoming so fast at different things. Living in such a world where there is a lot of confusion isn't easy. You need to cope up with different things in everyday life. You need to face so many challenges, so you won't have any time for self-understanding or self-care. Therefore, there is necessity of solitude that helps you spend time with yourself and drive your life in a proper way. Otherwise, you will feel irritation and uneven life most of the time. To prevent this kind of situation, you need the best companionship, and that's solitude. I find it wholesome to be alone the greater part of the time. To be in a company, even with the best, is sooner wearisome and dissipating. I love to be alone. I never found the companion that was companionable as solitude. Henry David Thoreau. Solitude helps you build a positive and strong mind. It helps you provide yourself a wonderful company. You can use solitude in self awareness, self understanding, inner searching, and inner engineering. This helps you enjoy the nature around you and helps you unleash your creativity. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth but delicious in the years of maturity. Albert Einstein. If you can have solitude as a companion, you can consider yourself as strong. You don't need anybody to depend on anything. You are independent and you know how to live well alone, and this makes you the most powerful person on this planet. Whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. Aristotle. Solitude helps you in taking some important decisions. The decisions are so powerful and effective. This gives you time for serious thinking and helps you get some great thoughts and ideas. Without great solitude, no serious work is possible. Pablo Picasso. There are several benefits when you make solitude your companion. Self awareness is possible. Self control can be gained. Inner engineering can be done to become a better person. Proper decisions can be made easily. It gives you time to enjoy yourself. It helps you to put your body and mind in one state. Gives your mind time for proper rest. Relieves your stress. It decreases your anxiety and worry. It improves your creativity. It helps you get answers to some big questions in your life. The best thinking has been done in solitude. Thomas Alva Edison. The ways you can enjoy solitude companionship. Listen to good music, meditate and breathe. Stay alone in a natural place. Enjoy the nature. Don't use any gadgets mostly. Make sure there are fewer or no distractions. Think about positive things. Ignore mental distractions. Solitude is the best companion if you give more attention and care to it. Chapter 15. Carpe Diem Philosophy. Carpe Diem is translated as seize the day. It is defined as enjoying the present without any concern for the future. How many of you live in the present? How many of you worry about the future? How many of you cling to the past and suffer? I hope each and every one of you has been in the above mentioned conditions. Some people may have suffered because of the past, and some may have suffered worrying about the future, and some may have lived in the moment and enjoyed the present or suffered It depends purely on how you live your life. Most religious writings, great people sayings include the concept of living in the present. This concept works well, and that's why many people advise living in the moment. Most people live an illusional life, believing false beliefs that end their life in a miserable manner. You need to realize the truth that you can never know your future. You can only work for it in this moment. If you keep worrying about what happens in the future, you will end up living a miserable life. The future cannot be controlled. You can't control even today, and you can only control this moment and expect positive results in your life. Some people cling to their past and keep suffering. They know that they can't change their past, but they don't quit thinking about their past. They become unhappy and stuck in the lost time, believing their life is useless. This is incorrect. Life is a flow. If you try to stop the flow, it's like ending life, which means death, or in simple terms, suicide. Life is like a flow of river. It never travels in the same place again. So you need to stop putting your mind at the same place. You need to realize that the past will never return. You can't do anything about your past, but remember the lessons you discovered and use them in the present life and try to build a future you dreamed of. This way, you worry less about the future and get away from the past and live in the moment. Learn to live in this moment. Even living in the present may not give you fruitful results. Life is all about balance. It's about balancing good and bad, happiness and sadness, truth and lie, etc. Even the present is not permanent. It may be good or bad for you. It always becomes past and becomes your memory. So you need to understand that this time moves on and your life too. You need to follow the time and move forward. Stay stable in all the happy and sad moments and acquire peace and calmness for your mind. Live in this moment. Live life by removing false beliefs from life. Kill your past and stop worrying about the future. Chapter 16. Power of Prayers. Prayers work for people who believe in them, and right prayers reform and build one's life into a better one. How many of you believe in prayers? Do these prayers work? Did you ever experience the power of prayers in your life? Should you believe in praying? Several questions hit human minds every day. We all hesitate in believing things new to us. Not everybody believes in prayers the same way. It may be because they connect praying to religion or God. I think you don't need to believe prayers this way. You can pray to anything. You can pray to nature. You can pray for the sun or the moon or whatever that is nourishing you and giving you the choice to live. If your prayers are helping you in giving you mental peace and hope, then keep praying every day. There are people who ignore praying. The prayers are like pep talks we give to yourself when necessary. Ask people who believe in prayers, they tell you they work. Some of them may be like you who didn't believe in prayers before, but some experience in their life may have changed their perception. I even heard such stories who didn't believe in prayers earlier. They lost hope, and the prayers gave them hope and confidence that things can change for the better. For example, a father worried about his daughter's health and he went to several hospitals and nothing worked, and even doctors gave up. Their hope got shattered. At this moment, someone told the father to pray for the girl's health, and he prayed every day, and 2 weeks he saw the daughter's health getting improved. This experience changed his perception and gave him hope and belief in prayers. I don't say all prayers will work, but it's true that true prayers we do for betterment of others will work for sure. Prayers work well when you pray for the betterment of others. From the next time, pray for others, and it not only may help you but improves your concern for others and makes you live an unconditional life. Chapter 17. Death Teaching. Death is unavoidable and each one of us knows it, but the greatest gift is we don't live by remembering it, and that may be a curse too. Death is not an obstacle, it's an opportunity to realize that you have less time on this earth. This realization gives you freedom from belief that you have time, and this freedom helps you achieve many things in life and bring you closer to success. Most are scared of death, but your mind doesn't feel that fear all the time and doesn't inform it to you, and it's a gift. So you can live without worrying about it. At the same time, consider it a curse too, as it makes you believe that you have more time. You live like you will live forever, but that's an illusion that ends human life in no time. If you become conscious about your death, you understand that you have limited time on this earth. You know that life is beautiful, but death is more beautiful if you realize the limited time you got to accomplish your work on this earth. To the well organized mind, death is but the next great adventure. J.K. Rowling. The most common problem with many people is they don't believe their life is limited. Even if you try to tell them, they don't accept it, as they are happy living in the illusion of believing that they have more time for things in life. When you want to pursue something, they say, not now, you have time. When you want to travel, they say, you have more life for that. When you want to retire early, they say, not now, you need to work longer. The above examples are traditional and some work in modern day life. There is so much change you can see that's happening around you, and the speed of everything is at rapid rate. It may be a mission or a human life, but people are still opting for outdated ideas, methods, and thoughts as they are comfortable with them and don't want to change. In ancient times, it was very hard to accomplish anything faster, but now it's so easy and fast. You can learn faster, execute faster, and whatnot. For life and death are one, even as the river and the sea are one. Kahil Gibran. So you need to opt for updated methods into your life and need to realize that your life is limited and a mystery. So you need to make the right goals that are big enough, then take action now. It doesn't matter whether or not the result is as expected, but trying makes you feel better. As a well spent day brings happy sleep, so life well used brings happy death. Leonardo da Vinci. This way you may succeed or fail, but the lessons you learn are worthy enough which help you become better person. Realizing every day about the time you got makes you active again and helps you move ahead. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die unknown. By realizing the truth that you are going to die soon, you realize false limits that you allowed in your mind. This way you free yourself from such limits. Even you become fearless and become a brave person who is ready to take any kind of risk in life to achieve success. Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. William Shakespeare. You must become aware of death and accept it as it is. Then move on in your life, leaving your illusions and mental barriers aside. This makes you a better person. If you're not ready to die for it, take the word freedom out of your vocabulary. Malcolm X. Each of us has at least one common destination in our life, and it is death. You may be rich, poor, powerful, or powerless. You all have to become part of this soil. The only thing that makes you stand out is the way you lived your life before you die. Death is a destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it, and that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It is life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Steve Jobs. So live your life like you are going to die today and start making action in accomplishing your life's purpose. If you found or find your purpose of life and take proper action, improve your skills and expertise at what you want to get success for. This way you save more time and accomplish more effectively. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Mahatma Gandhi. When you understand the importance of death in human life, you start caring what's important and leave unimportant aside and move ahead with less or no disturbance in the mind. By becoming deeply aware of our mortality, we intensify our experience of every aspect of life. Robert Greene. Things to do. Become aware of death. Realize that you have limited time. Find your purpose or fulfill your purpose if you already found it. Make the right priorities. Give time for important things. Build a strong mindset. Get inspired by death. Get inspired. Stay inspired. Live inspired. Chapter 18. Travel alone. Traveling is not about moving from place to place for having fun. It's about exploring the self in different environments and becoming self-aware of what you really are. People travel for different reasons. Some travel to escape life, which is impossible. Some travel to find life. Some travel for fun. Some travel to show off to the world that they are successful, which is fake. Some people travel as a hobby, but very few travel to explore themselves and become better, and these people travel alone most of the time, as they know the power of solitude very well. Traveling is not only fun but also difficult, especially traveling alone. It is scary too. Being in new places, meeting new people, exploring unknown parts of the world isn't easy. You need the courage to travel alone, or you will gain courage once you start traveling alone. Anyway, it's useful to you. Traveling alone is an adventure. There are several reasons you need to travel alone. First one, self-reliance. When you travel alone, nobody will help you. You are on your own. You learn to do things on your own. You ask for help. You ask for directions. You do all the things on your own. This way, self-dependency becomes your habit. The more you travel alone, the more you turn into self-reliant and therefore turn into powerful person. The man who goes alone can start today, but he who travels with another must wait till that other is ready. Henry David Thoreau. Second one, self awareness. Traveling not only helps you explore the external world, it also helps you explore the inner you. You don't know completely about yourself, but traveling alone helps you understand yourself better in no time. You'll be surprised to know who you really are. You become self aware, and this way you become self confident and brave at taking any risks and decisions in life. Travel, the best way to be lost and found at the same time. Brenna Smith. Third one, heals your soul. We're all suffering in some way or other. You can't escape the pain, but you can control the pain so that it doesn't affect your soul. Traveling helps your soul to gain strength and therefore it becomes unshakable and can withstand any amount of pain and helps you heal your own soul more effectively in no time. Half of the fun of the travel is the aesthetic of lostness. Ray Bradbury. Fourth, anonymous life. How would it feel living an incognito life? Nobody knows about you, nobody cares what you do, nobody judges you, you are just yourself. You are not what you do, you are not what society says you are not what your family and friends tell. You are just you living your own life. This way you enjoy the freedom that knew no restrictions. This way you enjoy the freedom that's absolutely real. Travel far enough, you meet yourself. David Mitchell. Fifth one, refrain from routine. Nobody likes a routine boring life. Everyone wants to take a break from regular life. A regular life comprises the same job, same people and same environments. If you travel alone, you get away from all the regular components of your life and meet something new. This way you can refrain yourself from a routine and boring life. This helps you become energetic and lead an interesting life. Travel doesn't become adventure until you leave yourself behind. Marty Rubin. Sixth, frees you from judgment and comfort. The people you know judge you, and the people who don't know you also judge you. If you live all your life based on everybody's judgment, you will end up living a horrible life. When you are in regular environments and with regular people, you know you cannot escape this dilemma. You will be always caring about others' opinions and judgments and act as a slave to their thoughts. Traveling solo helps you free your mind from such dilemma and helps you get comfortable with the right mindset. You get free from what others think about you. As in solo traveling, you don't feel shy to do any work and your comfort is your enemy. Solo traveling will make you uncomfortable and allows you to become adventurous and take risks. Traveling allows you to become so many different variations of yourself. Anonymous. Gain spiritual wealth. Peace is spiritual wealth, and this is permanent wealth that one can gain. One who travels with many gains happiness, that's temporary. While one who travels alone gets peace, which is permanent and more necessary than temporary happiness. When you travel with many, you understand the outer world. When you travel alone, you understand your inner world. Chapter 19, Quit Happiness Goal. Happiness is no more real, and this complex world had made it impossible to understand what is real happiness. And therefore, it's an illusion that you should get rid of. Happiness became very temporary. Many live their lives to become happy, but ending up with sadness. Happiness goal is no more a goal at all in this complex world. Every person argues that happiness is what we work for, and believe me, the line of happiness is always zigzag and never linear. With the happiness goal, you will become anxious and suffer. With this goal, you become less happy and sometimes end up sad. The happiness you get is temporary, and many don't realize it. Happiness is different for different people, as their happiness is the reflection of their desires. Human struggles all their lives to find happiness, and struggling continues forever. But human never gains happiness forever. You need to realize happiness is not a goal to set and achieve. It's a way of living. You can be happy all the time if you choose to. The only condition is not to stick your happiness to materialistic things. This complex world has a million things that make you happy, which is temporary. This lifetime isn't enough to gain all those million things, and therefore how can someone be happy forever? Hedonic adaptation makes a human return to their normal emotional state all the time. This way your happiness is always temporary. The happiness goal makes you walk in the path of illusion. If I ask you to remember all your happy moments in life, you would feel good, but the feeling of good is not the same as the time you pursued happiness in the past. This tells that happiness isn't a goal, it's a process that runs in the human mind. In the process of achieving the happiness goal, many people end up with anxiety and stress, which is terrible. When you are happy, there are two hormones released in your body. One is dopamine and another is oxytocin. They make you feel good and they also are temporary. This way, you can never achieve happiness permanently. You can only enjoy temporary happiness. Your body is designed this way, but feeling good is always possible, even though you can't have happiness forever. Your mindset is a great asset for feeling good. You feel good when you help someone. You feel good when you are kind to yourself and others. This helps you gain peace, and that helps you stay calm in all the situations. And this in turn helps you feel good all the time. When you have to choose between happiness and peace, choose peace. Peace is a permanent feeling. Therefore, choose to stay calm all the time in most of situations, and this helps you gain mental stability and attain peace. Attaining peace is the ultimate goal of human life. Most humans attain this with their death, but if you attain it when you are alive, you would enjoy living in a better way. Chapter 20, Live After Death. Everybody dies someday, but very few lives forever, and you know them very well. You call them great people. Create something that lasts forever, and that's how you stay alive forever. You already heard that life is too short, it's true. However, if you choose to live even after death, it's possible to live forever. You don't live physically, but you live in the minds of others. To live this way, you need to do something different from others. You need to create something useful and that lasts forever in this world. This way, people will remember you even after your death. You may not last forever, but what you create lasts forever. Especially, it lasts longer based on the extent of value it provides to people. The important thing is not to do something great, but to do even small things in a great way. It may be anything, but make sure you are passionate about it. If you look at the success of great people, you'll find a few things consistent. They created something new that helped the world, or they improved something that's already there in use by people. Memorize the names of people who you think are great and see how many of them are alive and how many of them are dead. In your list, there will be at least one person who is dead but still alive in your memory. How to create more and live longer? You need not create something that's great for every person. You need to create something that helps at least a few people or just one person. This way, you become part of their memory and live longer and sometimes forever when the idea or instrument that you created passes to other generations. Produce more. Produce as much as possible. It may be a product or a service useful to others. Experiment on different things and keep learning from your experiences and from surroundings. You need to keep producing because you can never tell what works for you and brings you others' attention and success. Consume less. Too much consumption of anything is bad. It may be a product or service or content that you consume every day. Consume what's necessary. Consume only positive content. This way, your mind gains stability, which is more important for creation. Be a producer, not a consumer. You must keep working on your desires, goals, and dreams every day, as your destination is a mystery. Sometimes you may be few steps away from your goal, and if you quit, you lose. The important thing is you only need to be right once to get success in your journey. Hope you enjoyed the book. As a token of gratitude, I am giving away my 59 Productivity Secrets book for free. You can find the book at www.
You are listening to the Money Belde's show, episode 53. How social media is dominating your life. The modern generation became so addicted to social media, we spend a lot of time on social media than anything. Social media is a human invention that must be dominated by us, but it dominates us most of the time, right now. The advent of smartphones made it easy for many to access social media, and these social media follows a reward system. That is, when you are rewarded with something, such as like or comment, you feel good because of dopamine, a chemical released in your body. Such good feeling takes you back to social media again and again and makes you addicted. It acts just like a drug, where you will lose control over yourself. This social media, which is virtual and unreal, that became a part of life where people started not only using it more, but also believing it so much even though it's harmful. But they aren't ready to accept the truth because of their addiction. The invention of social media made it possible to communicate easily, but it also brought several problems to mankind. Social media addiction is a reason you are considered as a slave to it. This social media dominates you and affects you in several ways. It takes away your valuable time. Your addiction for social media makes you spend more time on it, and this makes you lose your valuable time. Instead of using your time well on things that matter, you will spend on social media watching everything that comes in your social feed. You're also bombarded with several ads that are intelligently tailored for you by assessing your demographics and psychographics. This makes you buy things even though you don't need them and make you lose your money too. It fills your mind with clutter. Social media is filled with so much information. When your addiction is too much, you keep filling your mind with all the useless information, which makes your mind a trash bin. This results in damage to your thinking and analyzing process and makes you live in confusion all the time. You will have knowledge that's useless. Your mental health gets disturbed as you're filling your mind with too much information along with the junk. It makes you feel anxious and fills you with worry. The social media addiction can make you feel anxious. Just remember the last time you got a notification on your phone saying that someone liked your post or commented on your post. I hope you felt anxious and opened your account to look who liked it and what is a comment. This is a reward system for the social media implemented in its algorithm to make you addicted, and that's how they make money and make you lose money and your time too. This anxiousness makes you feel good when rewarded and then leads to expectations in you for more likes and comments, where you will be disappointed when you don't meet expectations. This way your mind wants others to like you and you start doing things that you never want to do. You start trying to impress others, which may make you lose yourself and put you in worry mode. It corrupts your belief system. You believe everything about someone's life, which is mostly a lie on social media, but you never believe someone who did great in reality. This is sad.
You can't appreciate someone in reality, but you care about someone in virtuality. Whatever you see on social media isn't true. Social media platforms are the channels where fake success and achievements are shared more to make people believe that they are successful even though they are not. It isolates you. You share more on social media, but you share less when people are with you. You chat for hours on social media, but when you meet them, you won't even talk properly. Your direct communication gets damaged. Even though you are with your family and friends, you still feel alone because you keep spending time on social media on your phone or laptop. Even most times, you find that others using the phone. When you really talk to others directly, it's different. You really share and you really care. When you meet someone next time, try spending time just with them, not with your phone, and see how amazing you can build strong connections. This social media addiction is evil. Use social media in a limited way for limited purposes. Don't get too much addicted to it. Don't care for likes and followers. Don't care for fake news. Don't compare with others' lives on social media. Just use it to find some pleasant news and information. Use it to communicate with your ones who are on interminable distances, but make sure you communicate less. Turn off your notifications and uninstall the apps that are taking away your time. Make sure you dominate social media and don't allow it to control you. Use social media when needed and make sure you're not using it too much. And here is a final tip. Never use your phone for social media when you wake up, and make sure you put your phone aside at least before an hour before you sleep. And if you like this episode, share, and for upcoming updates, subscribe to the podcast. Thank you. See you in the next episode. Bye. Take care. Bye. Take care. Bye. Take care. Bye. Take care. Bye. Take care.